All right, what's going on? It's No Stirs, number one emotional revenge trader. So we're gonna take a look at some opportunities we could have had today. So I've lost my sim account, as you guys are aware, from topstep. So now I'm just doing some paper trading, some idea trading, just to keep up the practice. So we've marked out Monday's day range, and so we're gonna come into yes, here. Let's go to the 5 minute. I can see that we hit the top of the daily range. Let's check that out. All right. Yep. So if you wanted to be aggressive, you could have taken the trade right off of the high, and we'll calculate that real quick. All right. So for a $50,000 evaluation account, which is the one that I normally do, our max loss for the day would be $500. As you can see, it does not reach our max loss for the day. And if we go for a 2 to 1, then we actually do meet our target with our draw being the 50% of the range for the day. So that trade would have worked out. Now, if we were waiting for confirmation, we would have looked for a gap of some sort. So let's start from the 5 minute. They'll see a gap. Let's go to the 3 minute. All right, so we have a gap here. Let's go ahead and remove this. So we do have a gap here. And then of course a gap here. And so the medium would have been right in here. And so if we took our trade in that area, either here or here, we still would have made our target of 2 to 1. But let's see, would we have? And yeah, if we waited for confirmation, we still would not have hit our stop loss, and we would have been in the trade for a little bit less. So that's cool. All right, let's move on to Bitcoin and see if we would have had an opportunity today for Bitcoin. All right, so here are our Bitcoin. I drew out the previous day's range. Let's go on to the 5 minute and see if there is anything available. The 5 minute here. All right. So we didn't make it to the top of the range, but we did make it to the bottom of the range here. And right off the bat on the 5 minute, we can see that we did form a gap going through the daily low and then back up through the daily low here. And so we would have gotten in on this candle here. Let's go ahead and mark that. And not sure on the point value here, but let's go ahead and do a paper trade. What would have happened if we bought there? The stop loss being 500. Just say around there. Take profit being 1,000 because we're doing 2 to 1. Yeah, we definitely would have made our take profit. We would have never had been in drawdown whatsoever. That is amazing. That's pretty cool. And then if we had held out for the 50% of the range, we could have taken profit. Once we saw the rejections, we could have taken profit. So probably would have been like 1,500. That's awesome. That's actually pretty awesome. Anyway, that's enough speculation for today. We'll come back tomorrow. Maybe I will paper trade these things and see how well I do, just for giggles. I need to keep the practice up. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for speculating with me. Take care and see you around.